Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm Adam Maguire's sister-in-law. I have a partner and 4 children. Adam was 36. He liked his motorbikes. He liked going out socialing with the boys. He liked spending time with his family. Adam sadly passed away in a road traffic accident where the driver was drink driving. I was in bed. I had a phone call to say that there had been an accident around the corner and that Adam was in the accident. My partner went to the scene of the accident and I had a phone call to say that my brother's dead. And it was the worst feeling anybody could ever have in their life. And then I have to phone his mother and father and tell them.
In relation to the driver of the vehicle, he'd actually left the scene. He'd left his father and Adam in the car. He left the scene because he had been drink driving. He had no idea that Adam had died at the scene, and he had no idea that his dad was seriously injured. He's just left the scene. So for me to come into Adam's family and speak with Ryan, Natalie, Adam's mum Pat and dad John, and tell them Adam died alone was the hardest. And to this day they still cannot believe how someone could do that.
The accident happened at 10:30 in the night. My children was in bed. When they got up in the morning, the house was full of people. Life still got to go on. You get up, you take your kids to school, you've got people looking, thinking, oh, she can't be concerned, she's up at school. Yet I am concerned. Something have happened to my brother-in-law, but my kids need to go to school because they need normality in their life. They don't want to see Mummy and Daddy sitting in the house crying.
Social media can be a good thing and a bad thing. In this case, it was a bad thing. The family already knew that Adam had been killed before I'd even got there. And people were piecing together how and why it had happened. And I had to inform the family of the facts as we knew it then.
He's lost his best friend, his brother. He says it's like losing his right arm. He's lost him forever. He just goes off on his own. He goes for walking and going back to the old places where they used to go together when he was younger. And taking a big part of my life away. He was 11 when I met Ryan, and he's always been in my life, always been in my kids' lives, and was always here when he needed me, every day. Always phoned me, I need this, I need that, and now there's no phone call. There's no, I'm still waiting, and there's no phone call. There's no knocking on the door. My kids ask him where he is every day. They're angry at the driver for drink driving because they know it's wrong. My children don't come home from school and say, Mum, can we go to the park today? They come home from school and say, Mum, can we go to the cemetery to see Adam? And that's 5-6 times a week I have her. So that's our life, going to visit Adam in the cemetery, not going down to Nanny's to see him. So we go to the cemetery. And we spend an hour at the cemetery, and the kids will play up there and talk to him.
In relation to the sentencing at Crown Court, 9 years. 9 years will not bring Adam back, and the family understand that. Even though I use the word closure, it's not really, because the family can never close this chapter in their life. They can't. The book is always open, and they'll always revisit that terrible night.
Okay. Although a sentence has been given, that person can still come out and live his life. We can't live our lives the same as what we lived a couple of months ago, because he'll never come back. Never ever. He's gone, and that's our life. It's never going to be the same.
Taxis are readily available. Phone a friend or even walk, because the reality of it is this family is now being ripped apart, torn apart, And the drivers' families have been ripped and torn apart, but in a different way, because it's impacted on both families. It's not worth it. It's really not. And the idea of just having a quick drink, I'll be fine, it's really not worth the risk.
Please don't drink and drive. Have a taxi. Walk. Don't get in the car for drink driving. Don't.
That's brilliant.
What's a taxi cost? £3.60. And if ended his life, he could have had a taxi for £3.60 down to his house. Not a phone call to say pick me up.